Now we will have to wait for a little bit of stream delay, I think. What do you expect from this match, Dry?
Not really sure, and I'm taking a look at chat here, and these PBs that we have on stream are a little bit inaccurate here. Kudo's real PB is a 16:29, and Sunnard's is a 16:28. So if both these racers are playing at their peaks, as they have in their personal best times, that's a 1 second difference. That's absolutely insane. So I expect this race to be even closer than we initially anticipated, perhaps. And route differences, I've seen Kudo kind of flex between LBLJ and BLJ, LBLJ and no LBLJ, and he's looking to stick with LBLJ for sure at this point in the playoffs now in the losers bracket. He's gonna have to kind of pull everything out because it is on the line. Everything, all of the marbles, not just 60% of them nor 70, but all of the marbles are here. Whoever loses this is out.
All of the marbles in the game. Also, Mario just joined the party. Both runners attempting to skip the little cloud, but Lucky 2 is gonna appear on the side of Kudo. Is gonna talk with Kudo about different topics. Kudo says, I don't care, Lucky 2, please leave. This is gonna cost Kudo some time. Sunnard already being a bump ops battlefield.
So the double no LBLJ route here, some prediction from the commentator here. Both the racers going for a no LBLJ, and Sunnard's having some difficulties with the bomb clip here. I don't think he's going to respawn that bomb before Kudo gets here, and Kudo is back in the lead again in a shocking turn of events. Certainly a first star to remember here in this race. So yeah, the no LBLJ start from both players, perhaps a little bit surprising, but also if they're kind of thinking about what the other person is going to do, that makes sense. I'm not too worried about it generally, just because it's not a route difference, but no LBLJ just loses so much time over LBLJ, so it'll be a very interesting race. And I find no LBLJ to be the more fun category, at least to watch and play, obviously, because I'm not good at LBLJ, but it'll be an exciting race.
You know, I must agree that no LBJ is the superior category because we have the chance to visit Cool Cat Mountain after Wumps. So obviously it's gonna be the preferred choice here. Not sure what the racers in the previous match did. So thanks to both runners to bless us with no LBJ. Unfortunately, Kudo having a little bit of a rough time here going for Canada's. But Sunnard is trying to get Owless here fall down as well. First try.
Yeah, those were some fairly uncharacteristic mistakes, I would say, from both these players. Perhaps they're not entirely warmed up, or maybe a lack of confidence, or, you know, there's always just some random misinputs that kind of happen out of nowhere, no matter how good you are at the game. So they are certainly looking to clean up the rest of the gameplay throughout the race, though.
Kudo now attempting to skip the owl, is falling down due to gravity. Sunnard on the other side going for that easy start here. Also gonna hit that wall. Kudo having a rough time here.
Yeah, Kudo's now missed the Owless twice at this point. Third time is the charm, and even the fast ledge stutter there to boot. But yeah, this is continuing to be a bit of a weird Womps Fortress for both runners. Kind of mistakes on all fronts.
Sunnard now going for Cannonless, is gonna use texture setup. Let's see if Sunnard hits the star, and there we go. Sweet little start for Sunnard. Is gonna increase that counter by 1. Both runners known for. Just as we cross the 4-minute mark in the race. Alright, this star we didn't see in the race previously due to the routing difference.
Yeah, this Womp King fight, kind of a sleeper moment, will not lie, as long as you line yourself up with the star spawn. Should be fine. Sunnard is going to grab the star instantly. And Kudo's positioning looks good as well, perhaps a little bit too far down. Yep, he's good.
Question to our Super Mario 64 experts in the commentary booth. Are we gonna see a castle?
Yeah, and it's actually a heavily cycle-based star as well. Sunnard looks good. That triple jump strategy is not a super common thing to go for, and now his double jump, oh, and side flip. So his double jump gets kind of blocked by the platform above him, and here Kudo's pulling off a strat that we were expecting to see from Sunnard. And Sunnard now even having some more difficulty with something or other, not able to get up onto the top of the tower here, so... Kudo's going to be exiting Womp Fortress with a pretty big lead.
Huge time loss here by Sunnard. Kudo regaining the advantage. And now gonna enter our favorite level of our 16-star race, Cool Cat Mountain. Alright. Let's get that penguin. Let's bring it to Mama.
Wall kicks will work. Start from Kudo here. He's not going for the backflip strat. Gonna look to keep it safe. Sunnard, on the other hand, is gonna be starting with the penguin.
The penguin is a trick that looks very hard for somebody who's not familiar with Super Mario 64 at all. But when you attempt it, you're gonna notice that's actually not that hard to hit. Surprisingly. Also gonna see a penguin on the side of Kudo.
Solid lag reduction from Kudo as well.
The sweets. Oh yeah, because both runners are on console now, right?
Now this is still the emulator division, but you know, lag reduction strat still coming out on the side of Kudo. Not sure why. Perhaps a bit of a flex here. But both runners, regardless, moving into Bowser in the Dark World. We're going to see some reds here. Could get a little dangerous.
Entering Dark Worlds. Both runners very close, one from each other. Kudo with a slight advantage, entering the level first. Going for the red coins. So far, so good. Looking clean, right?
Yeah, both runners going for a pretty comfy basic shig cycle, but Kudo's gonna get messed up with the amp there, and they are pseudo-synced. Of course, the cycle's a little bit different, and Sunnard's now in the lead. Kudo just missed that red coin by a little bit, and this is good on the side of Sunnard, just catching up and even getting a bit of a lead just in this stage.
Star is spawning. Sunnard now in the leads. They're changing the lead so many times. It's really showing off that their PBs are so close. 1629 and 1628 now on our screen. CCG, the restreamer team, was able to change it.
Yeah, Sunnard just having some awkwardness with that switch on the slope. But if he hits this Bowser throw, then he's back in the lead again. Kudo not quite able to hit the bomb there. It's tit for tat, back and forth. An eye for an eye, so to speak, early on in this race. And even if it is a lot of mistakes on both runners, not the cleanest early games, it is still really neat to see them this close. And that's what I'm kind of looking for in this race, regardless of what mistakes they make. It's how is the other person able to capitalize on those and maintain a close race.
Very, very close race between these two Marios that we can see on the screen. Now both runners with the first key are going to be able to open that door. And very, very soon we are going to see the runners in SSL.
Yeah, it is just a little close there. But only a little bit. Only kind of.
Sunnard entering first, going for the pyramids. But death on the side of Sunnard, giving the lead back to Kudo. Again, back and forth as you mentioned.
Yeah, that's a really awkward mistake. You don't see that a whole lot. So even like continuing Womp Fortress, these uncharacteristic mistakes that I'm sure neither runner are kind of happy with themselves for making, especially under pressure in the semifinals of the losers bracket, and they are playing for their tournament life at this point. So
There's no seconds alive after this one. If you lose a second time, you're out. So everything is on the line. All the marbles, as you said in the beginning, are in the game.
now Sunnard has actually opted to go into Lethal Lava Land early. He's going to be looking for a side hop or a logless as opposed to the Talon Star, which is of course faster by I want to say 4 seconds. I used to know the exact numbers because it's something that I'm looking to implement into my runs, but it is going to save him a little bit of time over Kudo, and as we've seen, these small differences are going to make the difference, and there it is. He's landed the logless, and that's a respectable amount of time saved over Kudo. It's not quite going to give him the lead again, but it is something to look for.
This race is very exciting, both runners being that close. We see a couple minor mistakes. The lead is going from one runner to another. Almost pretty much after every single star. At this point, it is Kudo who is ahead, but Sunnard is not that far behind. Also talking to Todd here, getting that free star. Now, runners are gonna get for the next one.
Watch for rolling rocks from Kudo. The initial rock RNG is good. Sunnard gonna mash this star. Kudo's up there clean. Nice rollout into the star. Sunnard is gonna have the same happen to him. Not any lead switch of any kind here in the Hazy Maze Cave, at least in the first star.
Pretty clean HMC so far. Icona runners gonna be able to keep up. It's almost like watching the same stream on both sides, just a little bit delayed. It's amazing.
It really is. Yeah, the left side from both runners is good as well for emergency exit. And now we're moving on to the MIPS clip. We could perhaps see some divergence in strategy and how they catch the MIPS, but hitting those clips first try is going to be the real difference maker in these next few seconds.
Alright, time for the little rabbit to pop off. Is he gonna cooperate? Are we gonna see some minor mistakes here on either side? Oh, first mistake on the side of Kudo.
And Sunnard's into the lead, just like that. It's those small things in a 16-star race this close, with runners this equally skilled. And there it is, nice backflip from Sunnard. And Kudo's not going to have the same happen to him, and now this is a more significant time deficit than we had before, and Sunnard is in the lead. Not going to see a chip clip setup from him, and I wouldn't expect one from Kudo either. But yeah, we really do have a race here.
We do have a race here, and Kudo likes a little bit of talking today. First started the race talking to Lucky2, now talking to the door ones, but finally is able to do a little bit of swimming here. Sunnard now indeed has the lead, but as we have seen in this race, everything is possible. Let's see if this is gonna stay until the BLJs, or if Kudo is gonna able to regain some time. But I think this race is so close, it's gonna come down pretty much to BLJs.
Yeah, and depending on what happens in these next few stages, like from here on out, it is high-octane Mario gaming. Nothing of what is about to come is easy for these racers, especially on pace, on a race. Sunnard going for this early cycle, no pole glitch. Kudo with a slightly faster camera setup. He will not be going for the pole glitch either, so they're both looking to catch this early cycle, and Sunnard has lost it with a burn. Kudo, eyes on him. And yes, this 7-second difference could be made up by a successful early cycle from Kudo. Let's see if he can hit the wall kick and the ledge grab. There it is, but Sunnard is still just barely in the lead.
Oh my god, Sunnard still holding on that lead. Just a couple of frames away from Kudo, who's just behind. And one miss with Bowser here, and the lead could go back to Kudo.
Yeah, especially with this being the most costly throw in the game to miss. But yeah, that early cycle in Fire Sea is tough to hit without pole glitch. It's just a very perfect movement in general is kind of required. And impressive that Kudo's able to hit it and make up some of this time loss, but it is still in the favor of Sunnard going into BLJs, but 1 or 2 missed BLJs, and this race can get turned upside down, or maybe perhaps sideways, a diagonal angle even. I'm not really sure at this point.
Chad is giving some updates, telling us that Sunnard is 7 seconds ahead. Apparently. Let's see if Sunnard is gonna survive the BLJs and that lead is gonna stay, or if Kudo is gonna perform that trick better and regain some time. There we go, first BLJ attempt from Sunnard, getting decent amount of speed, and he's through the door.
Kudo matching that first try though. This is really, really a close race. You'd expect a little bit of difference here just because of the BLJs, the nature of the BLJs, but Sunnard now having a little bit of trouble here, struggling to get these BLJs, and we've got a mirror image here. Sunnard finally getting the stick on the stairs. Some awkward movement up is going to get him through the invisible barrier, and Kudo is into the stage very shortly as well.
Bowser in the sky, here we come. Kudo versus Sunnard. Everything is gonna come down to this level. Sunnard with the lead, getting the triple jump here. Still some frames ahead of Kudo. Chat correcting themselves and telling us that it's indeed not 7 rather than 3 seconds lead for Sunnard. So one little mistake by Sunnard and this game could go back to Kudo. Let's see what's gonna happen. Very exciting for sure.
Sunnard moving left side with that diagonal angle can be a little bit sketchy, but he's able to hit it. A nice elevator triple jump cycle as well. Kudo going for a more standard standing left side and doesn't even hit that.
Oh my god, this mistake is gonna be huge for Sunnard, who's now into the pipe and facing Bowser. Talking with him right now, is gonna battle him for the victory. Let's see if he's gonna be able to hit those 3 bombs and also get the first point of this race. Not getting the regrab there. Second throw, pretty sweet. One more missing.
And there it is. 3 throws for Sunnard, and Sunnard has taken 1 victory here in the semifinals losers bracket. He's feeling confident right now, moving into race 2. Of course, this victory has got to feel nice. A nice mid-17. We love to see it. Just a minute or so off of his PB. And let's give some support to Kudo as he hits his first throw in the fight.
All support for Kudo, who was very close and had multiple times in this race. Still has a chance in the second round, which is going to start in just a couple minutes. Sunnard enjoying his victory at this point, getting the first point of this match. Huge points from a psychological point of view, I believe, in these types of matches. But obviously it's not over. It is the end of the game of round 1, but this is just starting because we have another round happening right after this one, and maybe if Kudo manages to win that one, we will have race number 3. $18.24 for Kudo, $17.33 for Sunnard. Very sweet. Yeah, at the end, Kudo with some mistakes, but this race was very close from the start to the end.
Yeah, just about a minute difference, not even. We are excited for a potential round 3 here if Kudo can come back. And, you know, we saw it close during the entire race until the very end, of course, when Kudo messed up that left side triple jump wall kick. So, I really wouldn't count Kudo out, as mentioned by Waterman in chat.
Yeah, and so I want to take this opportunity to give a shout out also to our sponsor of these races, which is Urban Arts. Urban Arts being a multi-year college prep program to underprivileged students in New York, teaching them both the arts and technology of video game design to prepare them for college and careers in tech gaming. Shout out to them. Shout out to Jason, who was here previously. Big person of the channel. Yeah, also shout out to our restreamer, the Racers, obviously, and to my co-commentator Dry for commentating this today with me. Just as we are waiting for the second race, 1824 Kudo, 1733 Sunnard. Huge race so far.
It really has been. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. And just another thing on the Urban Arts note. The prize pool for this tournament is $500, graciously provided by Urban Arts. First place is going to be $250, second $125, bronze matches for $75, and fourth is $50.
Very sweet for what speedrunners like to do the most, right? Speedrunning. Imagine doing something that you love and even getting some money. Beautiful.
Indeed, so at this point, whoever loses this match is going to be snagging themselves a nice $50 bill. A very major feat to make it into top 4 in this Cool Cat Gang tournament.
Lots of cool cats in this tournament. Lots of cool cats in the chat room. And also some very cool commentators right now commentating this match. Both commentators now waiting for the next race to begin. I think both runners clearing up their files. And the countdown is going to start very, very soon. Let's see. Alright, Ryan. Here's the question. You know, as a Super Mario 64 16-star speedrunner, I have to ask you this. You are in a tournament, you are against the opponent, which is very, very close to your skill level, and you just lost round 1. What is the mindset you have to bring into round 2 to make a difference?
I'm not even looking to make a difference, really. I'm focusing on my own game. I'm not a particularly strong racer, but just in the context of this, I know how close it was, and I don't want to change my strategy at all. I don't want to, and I wouldn't expect Kudo to pull out LBLJ or anything like that. He knows he's capable of winning these races without anything crazy. He just needs to have a cleaner run than he had last time, and while I don't want to call that easy, there were a lot of spots that weren't clean. So it's kind of going to be looking to pull out the Clorox wipes, maybe the Lysol spray in addition to that to kind of get this run ready for the race.
And ready we are indeed. There is the pie. Both Marios appearing on the screen. Lucky Two waiting on the other side of the bridge. Are we gonna be able to skip Lucky Two here? There we go. Both runners skipping. Lucky Two. And now gonna go to the first star. All right. Very close. Kudo, Sunnard. Kudo has to gain this race in order to be able to keep in the match.
And already, these runs are cleaner than what we saw race 1, so now these racers have shaken off the cobwebs, perhaps, and are ready to truly game and move the red man throughout the castle and all of its stages very quickly.
First star, very clean from both runners. Now we are gonna visit Wumps. Last race we saw some minor mistakes in Wumps. We saw some gravity issues doing Owless, for instance. Let's see if this is gonna happen in round 2 as well. There it is. First mistake by Sunnard. Also, I think Kudo missed kind of less.
Here we go!
Sunnard being back into Wumps. Kudo as well. Sunnard now going for kind of less, going for a texture setup here. Kudo going for Another approach. A little bit safer. My opinion, but still missing the star.
Yeah, that full setup not working out for Kudo. That's really surprising. That full setup almost always works, and now even the single jump onto the gray falling bridge doesn't work out for him. Not quite enough speed, or rather, he didn't get a jump dive. Press B a little bit too late, and now his sock folder setup is a bit far right on the ledge. He should still be okay, but now he falls off of the bridge. And as I mentioned, the race being a little bit cleaner this time, and now Sunnard's fallen off as well. This is an absolute meltdown here. Kudo going for a long jump, OG with cannonless. Quite an interesting strategy here, but given his failures with the mechanics of this trick, perhaps that crapshoot is the better option at this point. Sunnard has finally exited the stage with the star, and Kudo right behind him as well. That was quite the show.
That was some content. Kudo showing us that he is aware of every single strategy to get cannonless, and finally being able to complete one of those setups. The Sunnard is getting it a little bit faster though, and therefore being in the lead. Kudo has to make up some time now, who's a little bit behind in this race and also point-wise, so don't want to make that many mistakes anymore. Very clean owless by Kudo here. And Sunnard going right into the star. Kudo now trying to attempt similarly, while Sunnard is gonna go for, I think, is the last star that he has to get in this this level. Yeah, we are on 5. 6 should be the last star. Also Kudo getting right into the star.
Yeah, Sunnard now a full Womp's Fortress Tower star ahead. Into Cool Mountain, and I don't think we're gonna see anything major here. I mean, we could, perhaps he goes for the backflip setup and fails it, but I think he is looking to kind of secure his place in the lead right now, just playing what's comfy, because that's what we saw from him last race.
That's true. But you never know, especially in races. Maybe sometimes the nerves might be a big issue, and some mistakes might happen. So we will see if one of those might occur in this race. But so far, looking pretty solid for Sunnard. We had some trouble there getting the star on the top of the head of the Mama Penguin. This is something I never understood. Why did they decide in the Japanese version to let the star spawn there? It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's definitely a positional difference, and it's a bit higher up, annoying to get the proper jump height and timing. And Sunnard's backflip strat does work out for him. We're going to save him some seconds over Kudo, depending on how well Kudo executes this star, and there it is. So Sunnard's still remaining now a Penguin star or so ahead of Kudo.
Just as we are crossing the 6-minute and 40-second barrier in our race, Sunnard is going to be able to visit Bowser for the first time. Unless he dies during Dark Worlds, what I hope is not going to happen. But we'll see. One of the most difficult levels in this game for sure. Oh! Going for a backup here. Getting that red coin first.
Yeah, you get burned there, and you can even fall off depending on how confident you are with getting that red coin on the cork box first, but he was able to snag it real quickly and is moving on with the stage. Slightly unoptimal cycle, of course, but still quite a bit ahead of Kudo. Not gonna be much of a lead swap at all here, of course.
No issues so far for Sunnard. I don't expect him to die at this point anymore. So pretty much maintaining that. Oh my god, commentary curse. But no, it's fine. Pretty much expect Sunnard to keep the lead. Kudo not getting burned. And therefore making a little bit time up. but obviously it's not gonna be enough to catch Sunnard, who is already talking to Bowser.
Oh
no.
Kudo long jumping. I wasn't quite watching his screen there. It was either a bad position on the long jump or just not enough speed, and his turn was bad. But not able to make it over to that red coin platform. And I mean, it is a pretty hard long jump to make at times. You need to make sure your angle is right and things like that. Sunnard showing off a little bit of a Mario dab there. Very stylish. Okay, he sidestepped, lost him a lot of speed. Alright, cool. But yeah, that long jump is certainly more precise than it looks at times.
It is indeed. Hitting it this time.
Oh!
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kudo. My heart. Don't do that to me. There we go. Thank you very much. Sunnards are ready in a shifting sandlands. Going for pillarless.
Pop-up blast is beautiful from him. And now, assuming he goes for logless again, he's now going for pretty much the fastest no LBLJ route you can do, apart from like Womp Fortress 100s, which does not really save time done by a human, unless you're absolutely insane. So, taking the both standard, advanced, no LBLJ time saves here is a bit of a style points at this point, given his lead against Kudo, but those seconds certainly can matter. I think it's around 10, 8 to 10. Logless and pillarless combined.
We are about to cross the 10-minute barrier, and Sunnard is gonna enter LLL. Going for star number 12. While Kudo, who died in Dark World once, is still on 9.
Sunnard, beautiful lethal lava land reds, did not go for logless first. Perfectly fine, he's got another star to grab. And Kudo, we're gonna see how his standard no BLJ shifting sandland goes. Lands on the fly guy, hits the talon as Sunnard sets up for his side hop. The camera change is good, but his double jump does not connect. Successfully pulling off the trick the second time, and still maintaining a dominant lead against Kudo here.
Very, very nice. Not the cleanest execution, but was able to get that star at the end and not lose that much time. Still ahead. We see 13 and very soon 14 stars on Sunnard's counter, getting that 3-star from Toads, while Kudo is on 11 and will be able to go to LLL at this point.
Indeed, Sunnard into his last star of Hazy Mazecape, taking a quick bonk against the wall. Kudo gonna be collecting a quick 8 red coins here, taking a burn on his way though. Might mess up the cycles a little bit for him, not an issue, and Sunnard now is out of Hazy Mazecape, gonna be grabbing Mips very shortly. The greasy rabbit we all know and love, or know and hate if you're a 16-star run. And you know, Kudo, he's in a significant time deficit here. It's going to be really hard for him to make this. And it's not about Kudo playing well, it's about Sunnard making a disastrous mistake.
Yeah, it's not so much about if you like the rabbit or not. It's more about if the rabbit likes you. And it seems like that rabbit doesn't like Sunnard. Sunnard going through the door and has to go back, re-grabbing that little yellow rabbit, getting it now and able to perform Mips clip, or the first part of it. But yeah, losing some time there. Repositioning, I believe, to get the proper angle, not getting the instant clip, but getting it second attempt, and now will be able to do a little bit of swimming in Dogs.
Kudo taking a death there. In Hazy Mazecape, I wasn't quite able to see what it was, but he did take one, and that's not good. Not dying is the ultimate time save here in Mario 64, and in most of speedrunning. and not get knocked by the boulders due to RNG there. This is not looking well for him.
It's not looking good for Kudo indeed, but you know, if you have seen this tournament in the past, you know that everything is possible. Even the biggest leads is not a 100% immediate victory. So there can be some missed Bowser throws or a missed submarine, Sunnard falling down, another mistake. We see some minor mistakes here and there by Sunnard. If these mistakes keep happening, this could open the door for Kudo to go through and potentially like regain the lead or maybe at least catch up.
Yeah, I mean, if Sunnard takes like a death, for example, here and leaves Lava Land, or Bowser in the Fire Sea, rather, he's already missed the early cycle at this point. The early movement has been pretty bad, and now he's bonking into the grates. His normal cycle still should. His normal cycle is not okay. He's now long jumped into the lava for a second time, and I mentioned a potential death here. If he is not familiar enough or is kind of feeling weird about these elevator cycles. He could potentially fall into the lava again.
Did he just get the level up?
Yeah, not sure what that little jump back over the elevator pit was for. Just wanted the 1-up for extra security. And no! What? He side flipped, missed the wall kick, and then he tried to jump back dive onto the normal platform, and now he's fallen off. And I think this is like two cycles beyond normal cycle. Maybe just one, but I'm fairly sure it's two.
Sunnard still being way ahead. Oh, getting right into lava while Kudo's still in Dar Dogs. It's not looking good for Kudo, but if Sunnard keeps doing this mistakes here and there, Kudo could have a chance to come back. Sunnard obviously still being ahead, getting right into this big spiral pipe, if I can say. We'll be able to talk to Bowser number 2. And you 100%, you don't want to miss the throw here. This is the worst Bowser to miss a throw.
This is going to be really tough for Kudo to come back. I mean, even with all those mishaps on the side of Sunnard, the movement's going to be hard. Indeed, and Sunnard's going to have to kind of crap the bed in BLJs and bits to give Kudo an opening, but Kudo's ready to take the opening if it happens.
Yeah, we need 2 infinite staircases for Sunnard, and maybe some missed Bowser throws here and there in order for Kudo to have a chance to come back. But, you know, everything is possible, and Kudo, very clean execution here, is able to catch the ledge and will be able, I believe, to visit Bowser number 2 while Sunnard is just about to start the BLJs. Oh, having some trouble with the first attempts. Ground pounding and trying again. A bit of a weird angle there. Second attempt also failed. This should be enough. I think, yeah, this is enough speed. Sunnard is through! And there is the second staircase for the Sunnards. After this, Sunnard will be able to finish the game potentially. Kudo in the meantime getting that second key. Oh my god, Sunnard has a rough time getting those BLJs, but still fortunately has that much of a lead that it is okay. Setting up the triple jump.
Kudo's 50-store BLJ is good though. I mean, if Sunnard misses a triple jump wall kick, and maybe even an elevator cycle up higher in the stage and takes a death. This is still a race, but Sunnard is very confident in this moving right side, and there it is, the trick hits. And he's even going for this triple jump elevator cycle, doesn't quite connect for him, but he's not going to die or fall down or anything for it. And the Goomba's being very, very kind to him. And he's into the pipe for his final fight, looking for this 2-0 here in the 16-star Open.
We are at the end. This could be it. Sunnard has to hit 3 bombs with Bowser and able to get that second point and win the match. Getting the first bomb. Are we gonna see bomb number 2? And there it is. 1 bomb away, 1 throw. Everything on the line, all the marbles. Sunnard is hitting the bomb and getting the second point. This is a victory for Sunnard. 2-0.
This has been congratulations indeed. GG's in the chat for Sunnard. Beautiful throws, of course. A bit's gold even. Him coming in the chat and letting us know. Well, congratulations on that, as well as the race victory. He will be going up against Zilkin, who we just saw fall to Finny just a couple of hours ago. And now we have our 4th place confirmed as Kudo. $50 going his way. And I'm excited to see what happens in these next few matches coming up tomorrow, because we will be finishing the emulator division tomorrow. And I'll let you know those times a little bit later, post-interviews. But for now, let's all support Kudo as he tries to finish up this run. And close it out with grace.
We are all with Kudo now. Kudo's about to finish the game. Hitting those 2 bombs, very clean so far. Last bomb for Kudo. And there it is, Kudo also completing the game. Not as fast as Sunnard, but still very decent executions. Doesn't have to be ashamed at all. Very, very sweet race from both runners. At the end, it went for Sunnard, but it could have gone to either of both runners. Looking at the star. Sweet. It's spinning around. Waiting for the 20 minutes. Time to appear on the screen. Little meme at the end.
All right.
Kudo takes it with humor.
Yeah. And we have confirmed in chat here we're going to be getting a race 3. So, of course, the race 3 is just for fun and Cool Cat Gang content, which I will never complain about as a commentator and Cool Cat Gang fan. And I'm expecting, because, you know, it is a little funny, a little bit goofy, we're going to see some fun strats, perhaps the LBLJ route, some unorthodox stars, just to have some fun and give us some content here. Because these are 2 charismatic runners, and it shows in their gameplay. So I'm excited to see what happens here, just on the content side of things, even if it is not going to do too much in terms of the results of the race.
The victory went for Sunnard indeed, but yeah, we will have a 3rd race for our fans in the chat, for our cool cats. Also, I want to take this opportunity again to give a shout out to our sponsor, Urban Arts. Thanks for making these races possible, of course. So shout out to our restreamer today. And yeah, we are ready for this round 3. See who's gonna get that point of honor. Alright, what stars do you think are we gonna see?
I think it is. I mean, we know that they have 16-minute times with the LPLJ route. I truly do believe we're going to see at least one of them pull it out, you know, for fun for the 3rd race. I can't speak too much to what we'll see for the rest of the race. And we already saw Kudo, you know, have a little bit of fun getting the 20-minute time here in the tournament. So I'm excited to see what happens in terms of what they'll do just to have a little bit of fun here. And I do love having fun. And especially in this low pressure, or rather no pressure situation, I'm sure the LBLJ at least will come out from one person.
Co-commentators certainly went insane, talking about speedrunners having fun while playing the game. Something that is impossible, as we know.
Oh, yeah, fair point. I've been taking a bit of a break recently, so I kind of forgot what it was like to speedrun. From the outside, it looks a little bit fun. I'm not really sure, but perhaps a lack of knowledge on my side and what the speedrunning scene is like here in April of 2022.
All right, Joke besides, the run is starting. Peach appeared and offered a cake to both Marios. If they save Peach from Bowser. Lucky now flying around. Gonna wait on the other side of the bridge. Obviously, Lucky is a big talker. Wants to talk to both runners, but the racers do not want this to happen, so we'll try to skip this event from happening. So we will see if they will success with it.
Back to skip good on the right side and the left as well. Now let's see what we get here. Sunnard is going for the LBLJ start. Kudo as well, as predicted. Let's see what happens.
Lovely to see. Kudo, I think, is not through. I was about to say I think he is through, but obviously I was wrong.
Oh my, what are we seeing? I almost thought we were gonna get a repeat of Race 0 of Benny versus Zilkin, but Sunnard has re-entered the LBLJ Pillar Room. A bit of a roundabout route, and now Kudo's gonna be going for the CCM BLJ route. I remember Whomp's Fortress LBLJ was a thing that people messed around with for a little while, but Cool Mountain not quite as common, of course, because the star limit is 3 stars, so he's gonna have to just exit course now after getting 1 star. Reattempting LBLJ at this point.
Oh, that camera is a little bit scuffed. At least we saw a Cool Cat Mountain very, very soon in this race. Thanks, Kudo, for that event. Let's see if Kudo's able to enter Dark World now, though. Oh, right into the door again. Grabbing the ledge. Not having a very fun time here. Going for the backup jump. Attempting it again.
Having some fun with elevator cycles here in the Dark World. Finally able to move his way through. We're having a lot of fun here. And now he's gone into the upstairs door. He knows the backup BLJ. We'll see if he can clip his way into the Dark World room from here, and he can. That's a very good backup to know if you're an LBLJ runner. If you end up the upstairs staircase. And Sunnard having some difficulty with these Dark World Reds. This might be what some of you call a Reggie cycle. Very exciting to see indeed, as Kudo begins on what is hopefully a much more comfortable Shig cycle.
Kudo finally in Dark World. Sunnard about to leave the stage and talk to our first Bowser in the game. Getting into the pipe, but first collecting the star. That's get after collecting all the coins. And talking about coins, Kudo's about to miss one there for getting it behind, but then notices that the coin has not been collected, going back, and not gonna miss the cycle here.
Yeah, Kudo even took some Goombas out on that platform post elevators. That was quite a showing there from him. Not sure why he felt the need to take out the Goombas. I mean, of course, nobody loves them, but I don't think they deserved that show of violence there, unfortunately. We don't want to promote any sort of Goomba hate here on the Cool Cat Gang. But Kudo, nonetheless, into the Dark World throw. We'll see how his goes.
You know, as a little side note, the other day I heard that there's a category actually that's called All Goombas. Can't wait to run that one, you know?
Oh yeah. That sounds rather interesting.
Alright, Kudo getting that key. Sunnard now being in Wumps. Wanna see some special stars? Not in
Assault
Wumps.
cannonless. Not working out for me.
Kudo now doing similarly. See what tricks.
See what tricks he goes for, yeah. But we always talk about in the booth how we hope to see a race 3 in terms of like a 1-to-1 and then a tiebreaker, right? But it's almost a contest between whether I enjoy these kinds of races 3s where people are going for some strats that are a little bit funny. They're doing some goofy goose stuff, or as opposed to like a really intense like tiebreaker race 3. You know, they're both equally as entertaining in my opinion.
Yeah, both have their particular charm. Oh, this is frame perfect. Look at this. This is perfect. Ah, Sunnard with the ground pounds.
Dude, the sync was beautiful, and now he's messed it up. And remember, Kudo's gotten one of his stars from a cool mountain.
Actually not being that far behind. Doing a little mistake there, of course. Sunnard trying to go for Owless here. Missing it twice.
Kudo Assault Cannonless is good. Love to see it. And Sunnard's double jump Owless has cost him. Now he's gonna grab a red coin again just for another reattempt. The extra health is not necessary though. He finally snags the trick.
Finally getting the trick. Kudo now trying to do similarly. And missing it too. Seems like today Owless is a little bit of a hard trick. Ah, but there we go. Second attempt for Kudo. 5 stars for Kudo at this point. Sunnard 4. I expected Sunnard to go to LLL for some reason.
Yeah, so Kudo now entering the basement with an extra star because of his CCM BLJ route. Sunnard's Pillarless is gonna go through first try.
Beautiful Pillarless by Sunnard. What are we gonna see from Kudo? Also going for the bomb.
Combo Plus is not good for him. He's gonna have to jump back over and go for Shiny atop the pyramid at this point. The bird cycle is no longer possible.
Sunnard now catching up. Both racers on 6 star. Entering the stage at the same time. Kudo going for Pillarless now. That bomb exploded though.
Kudo going for the talent backup, and I expect him to just exit the stage after this with the normal star count without snagging that Pillarless.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Pillarless anymore at this point, I think. Enough of Pillarless today. We had enough. But Kudo
He
says
has not
no.
had enough.
He wants to do it again. Let's go. Are we gonna hit it this time? That size should be enough. Getting that level up. Oh, getting through. Oh my god.
And Kudo's going back in for the reattempt. Surprising no one. Sunnard's Logless triple jump just doesn't come out. Gonna have to reposition now. And his angle is not good for a wall kick. Kudo's hopefully his final cannonless attempt here. Or Pillarless rather, and he's into the hole. As Sunnard snags his Logless star final.
Alright, going for a backup here to catch the star on the top. Finally hitting the trick. Sunnard at this point being far ahead, going into the Vulcan. Very clean execution so far and grabbing a star just as we cross the 10-minute mark on our screen.
Kudo's Logless much cleaner than Sunnard's. the first try is clean.
Sunnard now going for the bully. Sweet. Oh, Kudo getting burned twice. Gonna go for Reds here. Third burn. A bit unlucky here. Oh, and jumping into lava a fourth time.
Are we gonna see a Bowser puzzle finish here? Not quite, almost. I suppose in the cutscene, the Bowser puzzle will finish. Certainly not something you see very often. As Sunnard into Hazy Maze Cave with 11 stars.
HMC not hitting that box. Gonna go for a backup here. Sweet. Sweet. Love to see what I'm seeing on Sunnard's side here. Ah, Kudo getting burned twice, but finally is on the platform.
Yeah, went for the lava boost, didn't work out so well, so he aborted that star and is just going for this much more standard elevator star in the volcano.
Sunnard talking to Todd. Getting that free star. Kudo finally is gonna enter HMC. You know, sometimes I've seen some runners talking to Todd immediately after entering HMC. But I noticed these runners don't do it. I guess it has to do with the star count, right?
Yeah, so you cannot talk to Toad until you have 12 stars. Or rather, he doesn't spawn until 12 stars. So in no LBLJ, you can go and talk to Toad as soon as you enter the room. But with the LBLJ route, you do have to collect 1 star in HMC before you can go talk to him. And you can talk to him after 2 stars in HMC, but if you get Toad as your 15th star, then MIPS won't spawn, and then that becomes an issue. Kudo with the Christmas Miracle here in the Hazy Maze Cave. Very clean execution.
Yeah, this star we normally don't see in 16-star runs, rather than in 70 or 120. I mean, obviously in 120 you see all of the stars. But yeah, get the points. Sunnard now with the rabbits. Getting its first try.
His double jump wall kick not gonna go well. He does get his back foot clipped though, as Kudo entering for his 14th star in Hazy Maze Cave with a really significant time deficit, unfortunately. The backup taking a slide just across, but not into that pit of death there. Quite an interesting backup, and he does get the side flip wall kick into the swimming beast in the cavern star.
Commentator being really disappointed with our racer Sunnard here, not going for chip clip, and race 3 is about to leave the commentary booth. Very, very angry.
He can redeem himself the first try front sub, and he does. Barely.
Alright, that repairs it a bit. I'm happy again. As we see Sunnard entering Fire Sea. Let's see if he's gonna be able to hit the cycle.
Yeah, the pole glitch coming out now, and it's first try. He's gonna be able to hit this early cycle very comfortably. But the burn, it's gonna cost him quite a bit, and now another burn. He's not gonna take a death yet. Hopefully not at all. But the early cycle is not gonna be good for him. Catching the normal cycle despite hitting the pole glitch, and now Kudo clipping into this first door with MIPS. Oh, this is the wrong door. He's taking a bit of a roundabout route at this point. Rather cool. Clipping through an extra door just for swag, perhaps. I will not flame him for that.
This is exactly the content we wanted to see. Thanks, Kudo, for showing us this extra routes. is deciding though that that door is not that cool. It's gonna go back.
And now Sunnard's taking a world tour around this bridge. He's finally into the hole though, thankfully. Kudo struggling with the MIPS clip through this door. I'm not even sure it is MIPS clippable. I've not seen it done before. MIPS has perhaps been... Alright, he's finally through the door that he wants to be through, but he cannot grab MIPS. And this is rather unorthodox, and perhaps he's even gotten... All doors are MIPS clippable? Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be able to re-grab, because he had issues with that re-grab through when he's finally gotten MIPS through, and he's in a better position at this point now. There we go. He's finally through. And MIPS is into this general lobby area of the basement. And he's through with a bit of a show, of course.
Kudo finally through, proving our co-commentator wrong. And showing that everything is possible in 16 stars if you play a race for CCG.
And the chip clip!
Oh my god!
Alright, yeah,
Huge.
Kudo won. Kudo won this race.
Alright, Sunnard basically can give up at this point. Kudo won. Drakes, we see the first Drakes in chat. Cool. Gonna go for a frontside submarine as well. Oh, not enough speeds.
Yeah, his lineup is bad, and he's gonna have to go for a lengthy backup at this point. Just having some trouble positioning himself on that front nose of the sub. He's finally good for it though, he's building up the speed, and his jumps just aren't good.
What are we seeing on Sunnard's side though?
Some TikTok clock. I've not seen this in 16 star before. He's gotten all 16 stars, but entering another stage for fun. TikTok clock is not fun. Not sure why he would ever consider that, but it was a little bit interesting nonetheless. Perhaps a wet dry world warp is in order. There we go. Not quite. The angle is not there. I was excited though.
Yeah, Sunnard now being in the last stage of the game, about to finish the race, maybe has a chance to get this third point, but Kudo of course still has a chance if he finally decides to move forwards and going for the pole glitch. There it is, hitting all the tricks. I don't care if Sunnard is beating this game faster than Kudo. Kudo obviously won this race due to the fact that he went for more difficult strats and tricks.
Yeah, I mean, the triple door MIPS clip is not something I've ever seen in 16 stars, so that's an incredible display of skill, game knowledge, and overall flexibility with his knowledge of the game. And of course, the chip clip is always something you like to see, precise setup that he's clearly practiced for moments like these.
Kudo showing us that he is capable of performing some hard tricks, while Sunnard is about to beat the game. Hits 2 bombs already, is about to hit the third one, potentially not getting that re-grab, and it's gonna miss that throw. Is this gonna be enough for Kudo to come back?
Kudo hits his fire sea throw.
There we go, GG to Sunnards, defeating Bowser first.
Alright, Sunnard taking this series here 3-0 against Kudo.
And all the eyes are on Kudo now. 1935 for Sunnard though. Congrats.
Yeah, indeed, a sub 20 with a TikTok clock entry. Pretty legendary in my opinion. Kudo, on the other hand, had the triple MIPS door clip. So, I mean, even like a sub 30 perhaps would be legendary for this route. A new world record, I think.
Yeah, for this category for sure. A world record established here and only here on CCG while the race is taking place. From Kudo. Has to hit BLJ though, otherwise it's gonna be impossible to finish the race.
He's
gonna
got
be
the
enough speed, I believe.
speed. He's moving around too much on the sides. He's lost it all. There it is. Going for the booty cam, BLJ is not gonna work out for him either. Really struggling here to get this negative speed up the stairs and through the door. Finally.
Finally through the door. I have to say, even though he lost some speed there on the first attempts, he certainly won the admiration of all of us during this race.
No doubt about that. Kudo has gained himself plenty of fans here. And if you're in the mood to support, and even if you're not in the mood to support, you should still do it. As Kudo takes a fall there in bits. Please follow both of the racers here. We've got Kudo and Sunnard's links in the chat. Thank you very much.
For sure, thanks for giving us the opportunity to witness this amazing race as Kudo is adding some extra time to it due to another death. But as we said, sub 30 would be world records for this new category that's gonna appear tomorrow on speedrun.com.
The triple nips clip, indeed.
Yeah. I'm certain that's gonna be the case. Surely.
No doubt about it.
Alright, very clean from Kudo now. Oh, it's gonna fall down again.
Yeah, that left side moving triple jump wall kick with that diagonal angle there is really tough to hit just positionally. It's a lot harder than the straight on moving left side or the standing left side that we'll see him go for now.
Yeah, but again, thanks to our racers for playing today. Shout out to them. Please go and follow them if you can. Also, shout out to our restreamer. And again, shout out again for our sponsor, Urban Arts, for making all these races possible. Make sure to hit the link that we post in chat and look all the amazing work that they do. Ah, triple jump dive. Very nice.
Much safer, does not want to stay in the sky any longer. Perhaps afraid of heights or just losing time, one of the two, here in the final stages of his race.
And we are in the pipe. 16 stars collected. All the admiration from chat gained. Now only 3 bombs away to finish the race.
Throw number 2 connects. And his third one finds its mark, and there it is. GG's in the chat for Kudo for finishing out this race 3 and exiting the tournament with the 4th place $50 cash prize. Congratulations, GG's indeed. We'll see if we can get these racers in here for 2406 new PB. Well, congratulations, my friend.
2406. Let's see if we
new
can
world
get
record for triple nips clip.
That's the new world record. Insane, insane. Let's see if we can get racers into the booth and then ask them some questions about the runs. Looks like Kudo is not able though to join the booth. Maybe we will have a chance for Sunnard to appear on the show though. And while we're waiting, Dry, what do you think was the most remarkable thing we saw in this particular race?
I mean, I was really excited for race 3 to see a lot of goofy content. Of course, we did like the LBLJ routes coming out from both runners was of course one thing of note, but this new innovative triple MIPS clip route from Kudo here. I mean, 3 is an important number in all of society and nature and things like that. I mean, there's 3 branches to the U.S. government. I mean, there's 3 is a number. So 3 is certainly something that we need to be bringing into the Mario 64 community more and more. There's 3 Bowser fights, so I think this is kind of the natural progression of the 16-star route as we look towards more ways to diversify the game to bring in new runners.
But unfortunately, 3 is not the amount of races that we are gonna see today, right, Rai? So I also have to say that Sunnard is not gonna be able to join the booth either. So this is pretty much gonna be it, but maybe our co-commentator is gonna tell us what we will see next for this amazing tournament.
Yeah, so of course here Kudo has taken the L against Sunnard here. So Sunnard is now going to be facing Zilkin in the bronze match, or the 3rd place match of this 16-star open tournament, and the winner of that will go up against Finney in the grand finals. Now in terms of scheduling, this is all going down tomorrow. At 2 p.m. we will have the lower bracket final between Zilkin and Sunnard. Then right after that, hour and a half later at 3:30 p.m. we will have the grand finals, which will be a best of 5, by the way, between Finney and the winner between Zilkin and Sunnard. And then at 6 p.m. we'll have a match on the N64 side of things, Sweegie versus Benji, a few hours later at 6 p.m. So lots of Mario 64 action. As always, very excited. I know I will be there, and I hope you will be too. There's the bracket on stream. Thank you very much, Dan. Mucho apreciado. And yeah, this has been a truly exciting playoffs to watch and commentate so far, and I'm excited to see it all close out tomorrow. Be here, please.